Admiral. Traits: Fleet projection field, can manifest phantom warships, submarines, and aerial crafts made from condensed mana to surround, support, or bombard. Naval law: every engagement turns into a theater of war under his doctrine. Rules of command, morale, and supply impact both sides. Opponents who don't follow chain of command logic lose efficiency over time. Tactical omniscience, gains immediate understanding of terrain, momentum, and threat level, enabling him to predict high-level moves like a supercomputer general. Armament shift, transforms into various weapon loadouts: battleship mode, cruiser mode, aircraft carrier, drone mode, each granting different capabilities like wide-range bombardment, close combat armor, or aerial superiority. Imperial command: if he successfully outranks an enemy spiritually or through intimidation, he can issue combat orders to them that bypass their willpower unless resisted by overwhelming mental force. Narrative archetype: he is the living armada, a personification of war doctrine, strategy, and seabound authority. Son Ki Hoon. Traits: high-rank tank, specializes in defensive durability, tanking even boss-level attacks without crumbling. Reinforced mana barrier, passive ability that dampens magical and physical damage, allowing him to face monsters well above A-rank threats. Extreme combat conditioning, decades of training grant him battle intuition, fast reflexes, and professional party synergy. He knows when to taunt, retreat, hold. Shockwave fist arts: while a tank, he's not passive. His martial arts can create force shockwaves and destabilize large enemies or blast terrain. Mental fortitude: has a cold, tactical mindset, rarely rattled or confused even under chaos. Narrative archetype: he is the steel wall, the elite soldier whose role is to be immovable, reliable, and fiercely disciplined. Fight analysis. Combat philosophy clash. Admiral fights like a full battlefield. He dominates space, dictates movement, and pushes mental pressure through hierarchical logic. Ki Hoon is a duelist-level tank who survives high pressure but doesn't bend to strategic games easily. Edge: Admiral, narratively. His arena-shaping powers weaken people who don't think in terms of command structures, and Ki Hoon, despite being cool-headed, isn't a general, he's a soldier. Power scope comparison. Admiral has pseudo-army capabilities. He brings naval fleets, can launch carrier strikes, and layer warzone logic that debilitates solo fighters. Ki Hoon is tough, but not monarch tier or spatial manipulation level. His strength is personal resilience, not overwhelming offense. So while he could tank many direct hits, he'd be overwhelmed by multi-angle pressure, especially aerial bombardment or naval spatial control. Edge: Admiral, he operates above solo fighter scale. Psychological and tactical edge. Ki Hoon is calm, practical, trained, but not known for rapid tactical adaptation to spatially complex battles. Admiral would manipulate terrain, supply flow, through naval law, and even attempt to enforce combat orders Ki Hoon must resist. If Ki Hoon fails a willpower contest against Imperial command, he may be forced to defend or freeze mid-fight, granting Admiral a finishing angle. Edge: Admiral. Unless Ki Hoon can resist all layers of war-based authority logic, he's in trouble. Can Ki Hoon turn the tide? Yes, but only under these conditions. He closes the distance fast, denying Admiral airspace or ship-based control. He uses shockwave arts to disrupt control panels or magical arrays, short-circuiting Admiral's weapon loadouts. He survives initial bombardment and makes it a one-on-one brawl. But that depends on Admiral allowing a fair duel, which he rarely would.
Overall chance of winning. Admiral, 80% chance of victory.
His command theater aura, adaptive arsenal, and superiority in battlefield manipulation give him overwhelming advantage. Unless an enemy is monarch tier or has war magic immunity, they'll be crushed by his doctrine. Son Ki Hoon, 20% chance of victory.
He could win by brute survival, overwhelming Admiral in melee after forcing a retreat.
But unless the battle is constrained in space or tempo, he'll be outmaneuvered and outgunned.